And for the moment you've all been waiting for, it is time for my tier list. Starting from the bottom, going to the top. Enough. Cardinals, Bears, Giants, Patriots, Panthers. I don't want to talk about these teams anymore. None of them are on bye week in week 10. If any of them lose, they're off the tier list. They're just going to go into their own category. I refuse to give them any time. Next tier. Bunch of cuties. Falcons, Buccaneers, Broncos, Raiders, Packers, Titans, Rams. Oh, look at these little Falcons. They want to push back, and you lose to Dobbs. And the Buccaneers, look at Baker Mayfield having a nice little game. And the defense gives up a 46-yard second touchdown drive to CJ Stroud. And the Broncos on a bye week. Ooh, after their nice little win, yeah, you're still shit. Raiders. You know what? I actually was happy for the Raiders. They were all smoking cigars and stuff after beating the Giants, and they felt all happy. And that's, man, what a plague Josh McDaniels must be. Everyone is talking shit about him. Everyone in that locker room. Josh Jacobs, this is the closest we've ever felt. It's like, what is going down? I don't know how bad Josh McDaniels is as a head coach, or he's no leadership skills. I don't know what's going on. Packers, nice little cutie win over a backup quarterback against the Rams. And the Titans, Will Levis, oh, look at our little rookie boy. We might have our guy. He still lost. And as I said, the Rams, you lost against the Packers. Your little fun story's over. All right, next year, frisky business. Commanders, Jets, Colts. Don't look past them or you'll lose. That's it. Next, inspiring and uninspiring. Vikings and the Saints. Inspiring performance by Josh Dobbs, who is like a rocket scientist and apparently like an absolute genius. And the Saints, uninspiring performance against the Bears. Why was that game so close? Why was Badgett moving the ball pretty efficiently? Took a monumental effort from that defense to win that game. Derek Carr, get your shit together. Still racing for 7th, and the Steelers, Texans moving up, racing for 7th. Chargers, Browns, and moving down, which is the Buffalo Bills. So there's a real scenario that this team does not make the playoffs. They just got through their easy part of their schedule, and they picked up a shitload of losses. Jets, Pats, Bengals. Their schedule going forward is absolutely brutal. They have Eagles, they have Chiefs, they have Dallas. I think Chargers on there too. I think they'll beat them, but man, there's at least 3 more losses on this schedule. It's panic time in Buffalo. This is a complete disaster so far. All right, next tier. I would love to quote Logan Roy, and you are not serious people. The Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. People were high on these teams. I was. And from what I've seen, Geno Smith returned to a pumpkin, and the Dolphins can't beat good teams. 0-3 this season, 0-7 their last 7 against teams with winning record. It's pretty horrible. They even lost to Green Bay Packers last year, who had a losing record, but they had Aaron Rodgers. You have to win that one. And against the Chiefs, they had a chance, and they completely shit the bed. Next, NFC darlings, Cowboys and Niners. People talk about these teams like they really are Super Bowl contenders, and they should be, but something's wrong. Niners, they've lost 3 in a row. Coming off a bye week, they need a win. Brock Purdy from behind, not doing well. And Steve Wilkes is no DeMeco Ryans, because that defense, who's got all the same talent, is struggling. I like the addition of Chase Young, but Nick Bosa's got to wake up a little bit after getting paid. Cowboys, yeah, they're also that team where it seems like they're going to beat up on all these terrible teams, and then they run into a big boy, a big adult, and they can't knuckle up. All right, next. Hope you got some rest. Jaguars and Lions both coming off a bye. Jaguars have the Niners. Get ready for that one. Niners are in must-win mode. And the Lions have the Chargers. Chargers are also fighting for that set. Like, it's a crowded AFC, so the Chargers know they need to pick up these wins. The coach needs to know that, his job is really on the line if they have a bad season. So if either of these teams go to sleep, they're screwed. Second last tier, reliable juggernauts. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, Cincinnati Bengals. These teams are absolutely deadly. They all have different strengths. Chiefs, they're led by their defense right now. The offense is struggling, only put up 14 points against the 25th ranked defense in the NFL and the Dolphins. Kind of crazy moment though. One of the picks that they got in the Tyreek Hill trade, they used on cornerback Trent McDuffie, who's quietly a great player. He's the guy that strips Tyreek Hill and they run that back for a touchdown. So that's some weird movie type shit. I don't know who wrote that. NFL scripted. Eagles, injured Jalen Hurts. That concerns me, but even so, he played great. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and they beat a great Dallas team who's had their number in the past. And the Bengals, hottest team in the NFL right now. Joe Burrow is back. He looks incredible. Second best quarterback on the planet. Smoked the Bills. And the top of the tier list alone, for the first time this season, the perfect organism, the Baltimore Ravens. They don't do anything badly. They beat the crap out of the likely division winner in the Lions. I'm not going to say likely, okay? They're going to win the fucking division. Beat them to death. A little down week against the Cardinals. Yeah, that game looked closer than it was. And then, Seahawks. A lot of people had them winning the division. At the very least, they're making the playoffs. And they beat them to death. The Ravens, to me, are the best team in the NFL right now. And that is my Week 9 tier list.